good morning, evening, or afternoon, whenever you choose to watch this video. My name is Bo Bynum, and this is Life Talk. I haven't been streaming for the past couple of weeks because had equipment problem. Basically, I smashed my phone. I ran over it twice with my truck that I had, so yeah. Only happens to me. But anyway, like I've been thinking about this for a minute. You know, people aren't genuine no more. Like, and I skip all over the place too, so you gotta excuse me. It might be 10 subjects in one sentence. Sorry. It's just who I am. You know, I met a couple of people recently that are really good people, and they're younger, which is surprising. But you know, when you find good people, you gotta keep them in your corner. You know what I mean? And my homeboy Nate Diggity, he be coming through for a brother, man, like, and not for financial gain, but just because I need help. You know what I mean? That's the type person I am. I don't do stuff for a person for gain. And I would expect the same, but that's not realistic. Like, you can't expect for somebody to think and act like you. That's what free will is, you know. But you know, it feels good to know somebody that's not like the typical person of today. Me, greedy. What can you do for me? I ain't doing shit for you. I mean, that's just the realization of the situation. Another thing I want to talk about is children. Parents, for the sake of God, man, stop using your child as a pawn. Stop putting them in the middle of situations. You know, your child needs both parents. Whatever happens between you and your other, that's between y'all. It has nothing to do with the child. And the only reason why you try to hold them or slander the other's name to them is because you hurt. They don't need to hear that shit. They don't need to hear your mama talking about your daddy. He ain't this and that and that and that. Or the dad talking to the mom. Talking to the kids about their mom. You think a child is gonna listen to a man talk about a woman, especially their mother? See how well that goes. Like, you know, these kids now have to be a priority. You know, it's too many parents that don't want to be parents no more and pawn their kid off, you know, on others so that they can go be a child again. You know what I mean? Shit ain't cool. You know, I see a lot of, instead of trying to talk to the child and understand them, it's a bunch of yelling and cursing at the child. You know, that shit is not good on a child's self-esteem. You know, if every time every time a child asks you something and you got a nasty attitude or you snappy at them, that shit ain't cool at all. Cause they ain't did shit to your ass. If you ain't want to have no child, you shouldn't open up your fucking legs, or you shouldn't have stuck your dick in somebody. They should not have to deal with none of that shit. They look up to you as a role model. They look up for you for care. They look for you for protection. They don't look for you to treat them like shit. I see this shit all the time in stores. Telling the kids, shut up, you get on my nerves. Man, that shit, boy. That bothers me. That bothers me a lot. And you know, if you don't want to be a parent and you don't want to have children, strap yourself up tightly, pull out game with the protection on it, or stop fucking. You know, you want a baby. People want babies for two reasons: for someone that'll love them because they newborns, or to try to keep a person. You know, it's just asinine, man. Like, these parents nowadays ain't parents; they're more like friends to their children. They don't have no discipline, you know, no teaching, no showing them, hey, you can't just lay around all day. You got to get up, because when you turn 18 and you get a job, it ain't no, oh, I don't feel like I want to go, because your ass can get fired and you ain't gonna make no money. So you need to start teaching these kids at an early age about work, doing housework, take out the trash, sweep the floor. If they old enough, wash the dishes. You know what I mean? Clean the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't hurting no damn body. That's teaching your child responsibility. A lot of parents don't do that now. It's I don't understand it. You know? You know, and also, with that being said, the things that you teach your child from when they are in the womb, your baby's listening. Your baby's absorbing knowledge. Might can't talk to you and verbally communicate, but they understand. And all the hate and all the dumb shit that you sitting there pumping in them while they in the womb, that's gonna be the start of their life, is the bullshit. You know, it's very important nowadays for these parents to step it up. You know what I mean? Parents don't want to do what the child want to do. That's the whole purpose. Like, you supposed to be there for them. You know what I mean? But now you want to do your own thing and fuck them. You know, and that shit ain't cool at all, man. Like, in public, man, you be surprised at the type of shit you hear a parent say to their child, loud, not under their breath, but just plain out say that shit. Call the child, are you dumb? Man, oh my fucking God, dog. I don't like that. That, like, you're damaging them before they even have a chance to start growing. You know, you treating your child bad is teaching them that to let somebody else treat them bad, to yell at them, to cuss at them. Nah, you don't do that. Now, I can't tell nobody what to do. This is just my opinion. You know, I'm gonna share my opinion regardless of what the fuck anybody think. I don't care if you don't like it or it's the correctest thing you ever seen in your life. It's my opinion. So if people looking at this video and you start throwing slander and you know, fuck yous and you stupid and all that shit, alright, that's your opinion. Your opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. I ain't gonna pay no attention to it. Cause you ain't putting no money in my pocket. You ain't doing shit for me. So keep your negative opinions to yourself. If it ain't positive, I will not repeat it. If it's not a positive question or something to help somebody, or you know, something that involves you that you need to get off your chest, if it's negative crap, this is the wrong channel for you to be a part of. And also, what was that? Y'all seen that flash? Nah, that was crazy. Yeah, that shit made me forget what I was saying. Oh, this is the wrong channel for you. And if you leave negative comments, you know, when I do get enough of a following, all the negative comment people will be blocked. I don't play no games. I ain't playing no games with nobody. So nobody. I don't care who you is. So that you listen to this episode, and also don't make me be petty, because I will call your ass out. Mainstream, Front Street, Clearview. You talk, you get what you deserve when you fuck with me. You know, I'm the type of person that, you know, I try to dissolve conflicts and, you know, try not to be doing all the fussing and the arguing, and, you know, but people tend to take my kindness for weakness, and then when the demon comes out, I'm wrong because they provoked me to get to that stage to defend myself. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to the children. You know, we need to take a little bit more interest in your child and teach them, not be their friends. Because you teaching your child think of you as a friend, they're not gonna respect you. Period. You can be their friend, but you have to be a parent first. Your child telling you no and they ain't got to and all that shit, that's because you taught them to do that. Not because they bad. It's you. Your child hate racism. That's your ass. You taught them that shit. Maybe you was taught that shit. Own up to your shit. Yeah, I do. I cuss a lot. I apologize, you know, to everybody who is not, who don't like cussing words. I'm sorry. It's just the way I talk. Sometimes I clean it up, but talking like this, I like real talk. My counselor talked to me like this. You know what I mean? I have to have real. I'm not fake. I don't like fake shit, period. Don't try to sugarcoat nothing with me. Don't try to beat around the bush. Don't patting on the back. You have to tell me what it is. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? I hate you. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Whatever. I could deal with it. But you playing with my emotions and not correcting me and helping me correct myself, I don't need you. Period. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that is taught, you know, by kids is their parents, and what the stuff they look at on YouTube and TikTok, you know, social media. I'm not saying that it's not wrong for them to be up there sometimes, but for some kids, their face is plastered in it all day long. You know, social media has become the new going outside and play. Kids don't even want to go outside exercise no more because they want to stay in the house with their face down in the phone. You know, it's time for the revitalization of the family, because it is getting to the point where people are being destroyed because they don't have a family construct, or, you know, people that care about them, who's supposed to care about them and not hurt them. You know what I mean? Don't treat them bad. You know, don't yell at them and cuss at them. You know, that has to change, man. Like, you know, you need to take more of an interest in your child. Find out stuff from them. Last night, a little boy, and I'm about to block this stuff from off of his TikTok too, but you really can't. But I'm gonna try to move to get shit like this banned from social media, though. So I'm in the bathroom. He come knocking on the door. Do. I was like, what? He's like, Dad, I'm scared. I said, what's wrong? He ain't want to say nothing. So I was like, I'm about to come out, you know, close the door. 2 seconds later, he bang on it again, and he got tears in his eyes. So I'm like, what's wrong? What happened? You know what I mean? I was like, look, you can tell me anything. Like, what is going on? I need to know what's wrong. He was like, I was reading this a post, and it said if I don't repost it, I'ma die. That shit is stupid. Why the fuck do y'all do that? And then you know it's going to children. That's a scare tactic to try to get them to share your content. If your content ain't interesting enough to be shared by itself, y'all need to stop doing that. All you dumb fucks that do that shit, I hope somebody smack the shit out your ass, because you scaring children and you having them think that they gonna die or something gonna happen to them, or that is not cool at all. TikTok, especially TikTok. Yeah, it's asinine. You know, the things that these kids absorb is to shape their future and how their character is gonna be. Ain't no way a child should be scared of something on social media. You adults, you can handle yourself. Teenagers, you can handle yourself. But the little ones that's not in their teens, that is stupid for somebody to do to a child, you know. And my son was visibly shaking. That shit bothers me. You know, to see any child like that shit bothers me. Like, this motherfucker need to slow down. Excuse my language again, but you know, it's just ridiculous, man. And you know, springtime coming up. Kids don't want to go outside and run around and have fun and you know, shoot basketball, throw the football, throw the baseball, you know what I mean? They want to sit in the house and play on the Oculus or the PlayStation or the Xbox or the Switch, which sometimes it ain't bad. It's not wrong. Especially like on rainy days or days when it's really cold, there's nothing really to do, that's fine. But spring and summertime, when it's warm outside, you need to get your ass outside. I don't care if you sit on the motherfucking porch all day. Get out the house. You can walk around in circles in front of the goddamn house as far as I care, but you need to be outside. You need the sun. The sun has to charge you up. If you're in the crib or in the house all the time, you're losing you're not being charged, so you constantly drain yourself because you're not. Humans are like batteries, or like computers, or like electronics. Period. You know, you need to be charged. You need some type of spark to spark your revitalization. That is the sun. Teach that to your kids. Can't stay in the house all day. Except for when it's cold and unbearable, that's fine. But when it's sunny outside, if you need me to come outside with you, that's fine. But you're not staying in this house all day. Back in the day, boy, it was a punishment. When you had to stay in the house in the 90s, man, it was like the worst. It was like torture. You hear everybody outside playing and laughing and come on outside. You can't come outside. Man, it ain't like that now. You know, man, I got a lot of, you know, and each time I speak is not gonna be, unless I say it's focused on one specific thing, it's gonna be a whole bunch of different topics into one, you know, one little episode. You know, health right now is not good. Fast food, processed food, microwavable food. There's no meals being made anymore. You know, parents don't cook, they just find McDonald's. That shit ain't healthy for a child. Or letting them eat a whole bunch of straight sugar or shit like that. That shit ain't good for them. You can make them have diabetes before they 10. You know what I mean? Us as parents, we need to do a whole lot better. Not a little bit better, but a whole lot better. You know, we just need to do better by our children, man. Because you wonder why some children don't have the motivation, the courage, they don't want to work. They just want to sit around. Because when they was young, that's what the fuck you let them do. You taught them to, hey, you don't have to do nothing. I'm going to give you everything. And they grow up with that mentality like somebody owes them something. And don't nobody owe nobody shit. That shit has to stop. You know, I see these kids disrespecting elders. Man, do you know? Boy, oh my God. Any of my 3 children, and I have a 20 and 18-year-old and a 9-year-old. My 20 and 18-year-old, they grown. And let me hear them, unless they getting disrespected, let me hear them disrespect somebody else. I am 43 years old, right? Let me be disrespectful and my mama standing right there. She gonna pop the shit out my ass, and I'm a full ass grown ass man. You know what I mean? She will smack the shit out of me, or she will punch me, or she will find something to hit me with, cause she ain't raised me like that. You know what I mean? And that's word is bond. I'm one of the most respectfulest people. Yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You know, kind talking. You know, I mean, of course everybody got their street side. I brought up in the streets, but I can switch it up. I can switch it up to be intelligent also. You know, we just got to do better, man, by our children. It ain't all about the clothes they wear, the name brand shit. It ain't all about buying them everything that they want because you're spoiled, you're teaching them to be spoiled, which when they get older, they're going to expect the same shit, and it's not like that. You know what I mean? I say you know what I mean a lot too, if you haven't noticed. You know, hopefully, man, I get a nice little following so that I will be able to converse with people and you know, take questions that has been left in the comment section and, you know, try to help people, man. That's just with this channel, that is all it's about. It's about help. Somebody to talk to. Somebody to explain what's going on with you. Somebody you can tell what your physical ailments is without judgment. Your mental ailments without judgment. You know, personal problems with no judgment. Not saying you got to come up here and you know, boom by the pow, but if you choose to share some shit, I'm nobody's judge. I'm here to help. So I hope that this catches on. I know it's gonna be a while, maybe a couple of years before, if any, you know, might not get no shares. People might not like what I'm talking about. But the only thing that beats a failure is a try. So I'm trying. And I hope that this world that we living in now, get the heads out the sand, get the brainwash out the brain, and actually come together like we're supposed to. Division is very powerful. You can conquer division. You can't conquer a whole. You can't conquer a whole. You can conquer division, not a whole. You know, I don't know, but that's all I had to say for today. I'm random, so I might be talking about the birds crawling on the grass. I mean, walking on the grass, flying and taking sticks up to the tree. I mean, it's life. Anything dealing with life. Nothing's too small and nothing's too big. Communication is the key to a healthy relationship with others. And, you know, you have to communicate in order to survive. If you don't communicate, you're going to end up by yourself, being alone. If there's any comments, any critiques, put them in the comments. I really appreciate the feedback. I'm not one of those people that takes feedback negatively. I take it as it is, constructive criticism. And if you can't take constructive criticism, use a pansy. Or you just, I could take constructive criticism. I would rather you tell me, hey, Bo, this episode you did this too much, and you know, blah 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 blah, instead of yes sir, I'm yes manning and have me looking stupid. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. A lot of people ain't like that. I need the real. So when you come, you leave comments and you leave like, should be real. I don't want no fakeness on this channel, because there's nothing fake about it. This is real life. With that being said, have a good day.